The Premier and the man who wants her job have clashed in a pre-election debate. Anna Bligh says Labor still has big ideas for Queensland's future, but Campbell Newman says the LNP team is ready to govern.
In front of a sold-out crowd of supporters and observers, the leaders took the stage for the only formal debate of this unconventional campaign. They offered their vision for the future.
And it is Labor that has had the big ideas that have transformed our state, and we've still got those ideas.
Go for change and to go with a team that now is ready for government.
And dissected the past.
Will you apologise for breaking your promises on privatisations of public assets, for imposing a fuel tax and failing to meet the jobs commitment?
This was the toughest thing I've had to decide, but in my heart I know that I stuck with strong Labor values to keep people in work.
Costings were another bone of contention, with the LNP yet to reveal how it will fund $4 billion worth of campaign promises.
Which taxes will you increase and what projects you will cancel?
Frankly, I believe that you've made the biggest promises in this election campaign.
Mr Newman says everything he's announced can be paid for and points to consultancy fees and travel as expenses that can be cut back. While it's a tense debate here today, the Premier has all but conceded that Labor will lose Saturday's election. What's not so certain is that Campbell Newman will become Premier. Anna Bligh made sure she highlighted the Ashgrove uncertainty once again.
They will have to meet and elect a new leader.
And while the Premier has asked voters to give Labor one more chance,
don't walk away too easily from that vision, that strength of leadership.
Her challenger says it's time for a change.
We're ready for government, we're passionate, we're committed, and we're asking for Queenslanders to get behind us.
Both leaders now head to regional Queensland for the last week of campaigning. Melinda Howells, ABC News, Brisbane.
The ABC's political reporter Chris O'Brien had a box seat at the event. He was the debate's moderator. Here's his verdict.
If the polls were closer, if many voters were still undecided in this election, then I think this debate would have helped a lot of people make up their minds. We saw some interesting insights into both leaders. Anna Bligh began stronger. Campbell Newman had the rousing finish. Ms Bligh, I think, was quicker on her feet, but Mr Newman was certainly much stronger with the set pieces. Mr Newman declined twice to give us more information about his policy costings. He says that will come later in the week, but he had an opportunity in this debate to give people more information. He declined to do that. On the other hand, Anna Bligh found it almost impossible, as she has throughout the campaign and in this debate, to break away from some of those problems that have really beset Labor in recent years. There wasn't a lot of love in the room. It's been a pretty testy campaign, and the mood was pretty cool during the debate as well. But in the end, those polls are so bad for Labor that in the end, it could all be largely academic.